What up, world, man? Check it out, man. I got a quick little riddle, man. I just was inspired to give y'all, man. Yeah, I'd have heard it before, but um, if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's there to hear it, does it make a sound? The answer is no. It's a fucking trick question. Because trees don't make sound. What makes sound? Eardrums are what make sound. So if you don't have eardrums, if there are no eardrums available, no sound is made. When a tree falls in the forest, it creates a vibration. Just like universe is vibration. What makes that vibration sound is having the technology to translate that into sound and hearing. So when a tree falls in the woods, it's going to send a vibration out in every direction. Now, if somebody is standing right there next to that tree and they happen to be deaf, meaning they don't have the technology to transmute or translate that vibration into sound, or what we call sound, they're not going to hear anything. They might see it because they've got that technology, but they're not gonna be able to hear anything. Same time, if you got somebody who's blind and deaf, they can be totally oblivious to it. They'll feel the vibration though. If they're standing next to the tree, they'll feel the vibration, but they won't know what's going on. Okay. Same time, if you got somebody who's blind, deaf, and dumb, okay, and they standing in front of the tree when it's falling, they're gonna get whacked by the tree. But they not gonna know what the hell happened. They like, what the fuck is going on? Right? Because they ain't got no vision or no hearing or mental acuity to process what's going on. Now, let's say you do have ears. Well, when that tree falls, even if you don't see the tree, when that vibration makes contact with your eardrum, then sound is created. Only then. If there's no eardrum to connect, no sound is created. Now, if you're someone who has ears to hear and you have eyes to see, and you stand in front of this tree and you see the tree fall, you hear the timber, the cracking of the wood as it's falling, because that's making vibrations that's hitting your eardrums. But you don't move, you're still gonna get crushed by that tree. Why? Because you didn't take action. Right? So what's all this come down to? Remember what Jesus was saying, let those who have ears to hear and eyes to see? Yeah. There's a lot of folks out here who haven't activated certain shit. That don't mean you ain't gonna still be affected by what's going on just because you blind, deaf, and dumb. And just because you have eyes to see and ears to hear, if you don't take no action, you ain't no different than the person who's blind, deaf, and dumb. That's why on the song Off Top, I made the song I did called Off Top. I say, do something or shut the fuck up. Like, seriously. Don't nobody want to hear nobody sitting around complaining about different things going on in the world if you ain't prepared to do something about it. Don't nobody want to hear about you complaining every day about, oh, your job you can't stand, or somebody, your person, you can't deal with this person. If you ain't trying to do shit about it, if you ain't making no plan of action, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to at the end of the day, all type of things going on in this world, in this universe, or whatever. Some people are just totally oblivious to it. Don't mean they ain't being affected by it, but they're totally oblivious to it. Some people can see what's going on, they're aware of what's going on, but they ain't trying to do nothing. Whenever you hear somebody talk about, man, somebody need to do something, translation, they see themselves as a nobody. What they're really saying is somebody else need to do something because I ain't about to do shit. Y'all know that's how people be. Man, somebody should do something about that. Somebody should stop this person. Somebody should do that. You ain't nobody. You a nobody. You ain't somebody. What are you prepared to do about it? You ain't gonna do shit about it. Well, shut the fuck up. Stop asking of other people to do that which you ain't willing to do. People all the time be wanting celebrities and these people, they need to speak out about it. You ain't about to speak out about no shit. I remember back when people was telling athletes or these people or a celebrity or something to walk off their job in protest of political figures and this, that, and there. And when them same political figures was being endorsed by their bosses, they wasn't about to walk off their job. When the companies that they work for decided to invest or support certain political figures, they wasn't about to protest their job. They wasn't about to cut off their source of livelihood, of making money. you know what I'm saying, as a protest or whatever, but they was gonna ask somebody else to do that. Come on, man. That's really all I got today, man. Source just inspired me to kind of drop that on you, man. It was kind of funny to me as a riddle, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just how it came out. Also, man, if you saw the last video where I was talking about the lunar cycles of meditation, that shit is amazing. That's all I can say about it. Like I say, it's something you got to experience, but the after effects, yeah, man, top tier, man. I'm definitely locked in for the rest of the year because I want to see it get even stronger, even more perfected, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Peace and love, stay blessed and prosperous. We out. One more thing I got to add on into this video. Well, I was talking about the way that you have to have the technology to translate the vibration. When a tree falls, it makes a vibration. If you don't have eardrums, active eardrums, you can't hear it or whatever. Tree doesn't make the sound. Your eardrums co-creating with that vibration will make the sounds. That's also the example of how you co-create with the universe. But you have to activate certain things to co-create with the universe. Okay? Comes back to meditation. There's certain things you have to activate so that you can take your place and activate certain technologies that are dormant inside of you so that you can better co-create with the universe. The vibration coming from that tree is one aspect. You having the eardrums active to process that vibration is the other part. So the universe is doing things. You can actually actively partake and actually actively create with the universe if you activate certain things and are active. I mean, you actually do something about it. You feel me? That's all though. Just had to throw that little PS on into that video. Yeah.
Do something, shut the fuck up. Me up at the action, won't kill one day. But for now, I just practice. She called me the chiropractor. I want the back. Where we going non-stop to the top. Pretty women rolling in the drop. Mean mugs from the thugs and the cops. Off top, I'm the one that y'all watch. Niggas spaz, women bust that ass when the track drop. Give me mine, motherfucker.